with Soup. Servo's back on, and it's working much better. What is not on is the 10 pitch 12mm ball screw that has a running distance that operates more than twice as fast as the 4mm pitch, because the spacing, every time this rotates, this thing moves 10. That one over there, that's in the system now, moves 4. So if that goes in there, it'd be a slight upgrade for the speed of that belt. But I do have 2 more servos coming. And I'm going to run that belt off the Thanos controller, which should be a little snappier than this Arduino. So I'm going to hold off doing this to the belt because I'm going to start working on the pedals. And I think that the 10 pitch would be more valuable on the pedals surge control than this. A lot of quality of life things happen here. One, you got the, well, this fell apart. My button box didn't last very long, but you got a nice little LED back here now to light up that area for the box when the entire lights are off and you're going. What else happened here? Surround sound is now a little bit closer, given that these speakers there are about 6 feet from my head. It only makes sense that the ones in the rear are about that same distance, so that all the sound is hitting your ears at the correct programmed rate, because sound takes time to travel through the freaking air. So if those speakers are way back here where they were, for one, it's quieter, and 2, there's a little bit of a delay of exactly what you should be hearing. So that actually made a huge difference. And now this speaker system's tied in pretty sweetly to the rig, and the not so sweet cable nest down here needs to be tidied up. What else? Oh yeah, we 3D printed some little laying. These will go under these rails to tidy these up. Eventually I'll get a billow so that no dirt or dust or grime gets on the rails. What else happened here? Grounded the system now, the frame. Oh yeah, the entire triple mount SimLab is anchored with a 3/8 anchor down to the concrete floor. That way now, getting an accident, getting in and out, you can actually grab this wheel and be supported by it, and every time you sit in the rig, it's exactly the same. None of the shit where these move or moves an inch and it's slightly different, you got to keep resetting it. That I should have did that when I first got this thing. That huge upgrade, given the sim is locked in and can't move anywhere due to the rails to the floor. That's locked in, which means the monitors don't move, which means the wheels don't move, which means the seat don't move, and then bam. Got the relative box. Now it's an old Samsung G2 tablet running RaceLab for the relative. Fans up top for a little cooling. They were on the bottom, moving to the top. More access to turn them on and off. Tidied up the belt. All the extra slack is now extremely tidy. What else? Oh yeah, the seat. Daniel Morad posted a video about positioning, and I noticed that my seat was level and adding a little bit of tilt with some beveled washers underneath here gives a much more relaxed thigh to seat to ass to back ratio, like kind of not, now you sit in the seat rather than on the seat, you're not pushing in, so much more comfortable. Do need to do the same thing for the pedals and get my heel right up on that red heel plate in a natural position where pushing forward is the pivot point and not some weird stressful it's almost there. Seat's good, pedals need to move. And anybody buying an MPI wheel, notice this. Look at this shit. That looks straight to you. Ain't that ridiculous? You would think. Yeah, they make real racing wheels, and that's what this is, but it's meant for the sim community because it's slightly less quality. I'm very curious if these are rejects that they can't sell in the real market world, so they're selling them as sim equipment because the stampings are messed up. That's my theory. Don't know if it's true. I'll be curious if anybody else has one. If yours is not completely centered, or not centered, but well, you see, this distance here is bigger than this distance here, and no, it's not the mount. I'm sure. I know for sure that that's square. So something is going, and you can see it wobble as you turn it, which that should not. If it was perfectly concentric, you wouldn't get that wobble. Something's going on. It doesn't really affect my driving, but hell, I didn't notice it for an entire year until I started looking from the top down. What else? That's about it for now. Pretty good update. Later.